Thank you very much. We are here at Kisumu Central Constituency. That's Oginga Odinga Street, Central of Kisumu Senate. And we are here and we are welcome. Some of the people have been moving here with Sufuria, that's Bunge and his colleague. Yeah. And we are appreciating what is taking place here. Yeah. And right now, we are moving forward, and we know that on second, we are moving this demonstration without any political perplexity. And right now, I just want to welcome Bunge and his team to proceed with this thing, because we are very happy, because on second, we are moving in Nairobi to demonstrate about this poverty and so many things take place. So Bunge, we can hand over and take this one.
Power. Central Square Senate power! Power! Central Square Senate power! Power! Adwaro sauti motegno. Central Square Senate power! Power! My name is Obunguso Peter Owich, and I'm the coordinator for the Sufuria Revolution Movement. Today we are here with our members of the Senate, that is Central Square Senate. And we want to talk very categorically in relation to what is happening currently in Kenya. One, just yesterday, but one is when I had the legitimate president, William Samoei Ruto, while he was addressing some members of Bomet County, all residents from Bomet County, he did told us very well that he is the president of this Republic of Kenya. I'm very surprised that for how many times will William Samoei Ruto keep on reminding us that he's the president of the Republic of Kenya? As the people of the Republic of Kenya, who are the supporters of the Azimio la Umoja movement, we know very well that on the 9th August 2022 general elections, we came out in our large numbers and we voted Raila Amolo Odinga as our president. And it is evident through the information that was provided by the whistleblower. We were told and we are informed and we have the full information that Baba won with a margin of 8 million.
Correct, correct.
That is what Baba got, and we are so certain that Baba is our president. Yeah. We just know that it is just a matter of time, then he will sit in that state house.
Correct.
Baba will sit in that state house very soon.
Correct.
And we are so sure about it as his supporters. We have quite a number of plans that we want to initiate that will guarantee us power eventually, that will make Baba to be in that state house. It may delay, but eventually it will come to pass. Senate power!
Power!
Senate power!
Power!
I want to say this. We are very perturbed. In fact, we are annoyed as people of Kisumu County that each and every time we listen to the people from Kenya Kwanza, they come out while addressing Kenyans, they keep on threatening Raila Amolo Odinga. Let me assure William Samoei Ruto that we've had so many tough presidents in that position. We have had the late President of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, whom we all know his history, whom we all know and understand some of the bad things that he did to this country, whom we all know, for example, the Nyayo House and the Nyayo Chambers, whom we understand his style of leadership. We know Mr. Mwai Kibaki and some of his style of leadership. And the last president, that is the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, how he handled us while in his leadership. Therefore, let us tell William Samoei Ruto that you are there illegitimately, and whatever you are doing, we don't understand it, and we don't confirm you as our president. Therefore, you must start bearing in mind that very soon, all your bad things will catch up with you. Because as the people of Kenya, we know that you have instructed your people to kill us on Tuesday. That is on 2nd. But we want to tell you that we are exercising a constitutional right, which you cannot take from us. The Article 37 of the Kenyan Constitution guarantees us of a free and peaceful participation or engagement. Peaceful picketing. We are allowed to assemble on that day. We are allowed to gather on that day. we are allowed to make any procession, provided that we have notified the police. We don't beg the police to give us permission. Correct. The Constitution is very clear on what should be done. You just notify the police, of which we have done. We have notified the police, and we are asking the Kenyan police, you need to provide a service. You are a service provider. You are not a force provider. You should not lead us through some form of force, but you should lead us through some form of service. Provide service to us. That is what is enshrined in the Kenyan Constitution. A police officer is supposed to protect the lives and properties of the Kenyan people. Therefore, it is not within your mandate to keep on intimidating innocent Kenyans, to keep on intimidating and threatening unarmed people, telling them not to gather in the streets. Therefore, let me warn one Bunge, the police commander that is from Nairobi, that we heard you talk, and we want to tell you that we don't fear you. Correct. We don't fear you, provided that we know that we are acting within the law. We are the taxpayers. In fact, we are the ones who have employed you. You are taking your children to school courtesy of our taxes. And wherever you walk, the car that you are driving in is courtesy of our taxes. Therefore, you don't have the moral authority to intimidate us, to warn us, or to talk in such a manner that suggests that we are not supposed to exercise our constitutional right. Therefore, on 2nd, we shall be in the streets, whether in Nairobi, whether in Kisumu, whether in Nakuru, whether Kakamega, Homa Bay, Siaya, everywhere in the Republic of Kenya. Therefore, I want to beseech all the supporters of the Azimio la Umoja movement that kindly come out in your large numbers come Tuesday, so that we exercise the constitutional right that is provided for in the Kenyan Constitution. And lastly, Baba, we know that you have organized yourself very well, that on that 2nd, we have quite a number of petitions and several offices that we'll go to. The first office is to present, that we'll present our petition to, is the IBC offices. We will go to the IBC headquarters so that we present our petition, telling them very well that we know that they did not do that is expected of them. They did not organize a free, fair, and credible elections. And we also not so happy with the manner in which the 4 IBC commissioners were handled. Therefore, on behalf of the Azimio la Umoja movement, we are saying that we are still standing in solidarity with them as Kisumu County. And so on that day, we shall take the petition to that office. The second one is the office of the illegitimate president. That is the Harambee House. We shall be taking our petition on that day to the Harambee House. The third petition will take the petition to the National Treasury to inform them that they must release or disburse the funds that are meant for the counties. That is also a mandate that we shall do on that day. And we are telling the police, whether you keep on passing here, we have an information that we must deliver today. Yes. So we have the last petition that will also take to the office of the Public Service Commission to inform them that in the manner in which the appointments have been done in this country is not the way that is supposed to be done. Therefore, we'll take a petition to that office. So all those are the arrangements that the Azimio la Umoja have organized that they'll do on that 2nd. And as a supporters of the Azimio la Umoja, more so in the Sufuria Revolution movement, we will do all that which is requested of us. We will stand in solidarity with Baba. We will walk with Baba. If it is a matter of sleeping on the roads, we will sleep on the road on that day. If it is a matter of urinating on the road, we shall urinate on that road. If it is about doing all that we want on that day, then we shall do it, provided that Baba has spoken.
We have less than 48 hours. Then we are going to have the mother, in fact the ancestor of all demonstrations in the country, And we are very much lucky because Kisumu is well represented, well recognized. Because on my right, we have our two great leaders here, Bunge, who has always been at the top with the Sufuria movement. And we are sure he's going to deliver this time round as well. The time to be counted as a leader is now. It is the time for you to bite the bullet. And we are very much proud at this juncture that we have those who have laid bare their lives for the sake of the prosperity of all Kenyans, and in Kisumu led by Bunge. But moving forward, we want to tell Mr. William Ruto that the level of destitution you put our people in is something that we cannot condone anytime soon. Because our people have risen to the level of destitution to an extent that they are being exploited by the men in the cloth. Those people, the pastors who prevailed Mr. Ruto to power today. We know the politics behind Mackenzie because we understand that human trafficking is rife in Kenya and human organ harvesting is also rife in Kenya. That is where Mr. William Ruto got the proceeds of how to steal his way into victory in this country. We are not going to allow that. When Mama Ida talked about it and told us that churches must be regulated, she meant it. And he was crucified, Raila Amolo Odinga was crucified at the altar of Kenya State House because of his stand on regulation of churches in this country. We are not going to allow you, Mr. William Ruto, because I'm here to recognize you as the president anyway. One thing, Kenyans want affordability of basic commodities. You have raped our education system, and we know very well that we Luos are the catheters of education and intelligence in this country. So whenever you are trying to meddle around with education, you are meddling around with the livelihoods of the Luo people. We can tell you for sure, you are progressing with the same philosophy of Nyayo, who decided to put Kiswahili as a mandatory subject, knowing very well that there was no Ngeli from Luoland during the institutionalization of Kiswahili. But we are still making it greater. That is why we are proud to have the best doctors in this country. I will not say much today because our generals are here. I will hand over the baton to them for a inclusive review of the same.
Nakumba wa Kenya. Hizo shida ya kwanza, bei ya juu iko juu, bei ya vitu iko juu. Na Wakenya walikuwa wanataka kama serikali inasema ukweli irudishe fuel chini. Si ati wanadanganya wanarudisha unga na fuel bado iko juu na hiyo unga inapelekwa kila mahali na fuel. Hiyo ni kudanganya wananchi, na wananchi wa siku hizi wengi wao wameenda shule. Sasa ya pili, serikali inafaa kurudisha bei ya vitu kama sukari, sabuni na kila kitu kwa wananchi chini. Kwa sababu President William Ruto
Sio president, Ruto sio president.
Thank you. Okay. Aya. Ruto alisema wakati alikuwa ana campaign ya kwamba atashughulishia watu wa hasla. Sasa ukiangalia yeye ndio endelea kuleta hustling katika nchi ya Kenya. Kwa hivyo wananchi wako tayari kwenda kupass vote of no confidence to William Ruto after failing to fulfill his pledges.
The county commander, Nairobi, you don't have any authority to stop or prevent any Kenyan from holding a public demonstration. We don't even need your permission.
Correct.
We don't even need your permission.
Yes.